From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Hall again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This is Smith to the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Seven 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's Nix. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
What's right?
Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Here we go. Right.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jets at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Test. West right. Delta. West right, sit.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Nix
rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. To throw, here's Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now it's Nix.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Working out of the gun is Nix. This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Back to the air with Nix.
He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, Scott.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
EQ.
Back to throw, Fields.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go. Good.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
On play action, here's Nix.
They'll roll him out right. The 20, 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Go.
Fields now to throw.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Tonight.
To throw is Fields.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nix.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And it didn't take long for Hall to remind everyone just how special a player he is. He totaled nearly 1,600 yards from scrimmage a season ago, and he appears to be picking up right where he left off as he moves the chains for this offense.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Nix from the shotgun.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Nix.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Here we go.
Edwards is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, Terry. Here we go, son.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Ken. Hey, Ken. Right.
They'll try and run. Edwards. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before break. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Play action. It's Fields. A swing pass here to Edwards. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Go.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. With Nick Bonito not letting him escape there, he was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
You got to Mini base. Widen up. 11, 11, 11. Alpha, 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 alpha. All right.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now it's Fields. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Straight ahead is Hall. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Nix. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw, here's Nix. And he'll find Hall. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd down and 8. They'll go play action with Nix. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Hey, Ken. Man. Right.
Fields. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's 2nd and 10.
That's right. Here we go, son. Angel. Hey, 551. All right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Looking downfield for Godwin. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Nix to the air. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, son. All right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go. All right.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
2nd and 5.
575. All right.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Good.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Stays on his feet, and the Broncos are going to get the football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
To throw is Fields.
They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields now to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it fly. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now it's Nix. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next.